So, for instance, most every band would take an old case and they would either try to sell it on eBay, give it to some other band for half the money, or throw it away. Well, I save everything. Why wouldn't I? This has got one of my best friends' names on it. I was there when we printed these out the very first day. This was when the second album came out. We had no money. We were not big. We only had one album. We were only allowed to play 25 minutes.
これはセカンドアルバムが出た時に使ったと思うんですけれども、その頃はお金もないし、バンドだったり25分ぐらいしか演奏もできない頃のものです。
So I could never get rid of this. You know, before he passed away, he was going to have a baby. We were putting diapers in there.
ここに実はおむつを入れてたんです実は。
And you know, since then, just because you know we had to take him out, it's too much. But this is his drawer, and there's no way anybody's ever going to have this but us. So when we did Iowa, we had a little bit more money. But when you look at this, you should see something very important. It's all 9 guys in one case.
ここにあるのが僕たちそのものですね。それが1個のケースにまとまってます。アイオワが発売した時に少しだけお金を作れるようになったので。
So I always put myself at the bottom. One, I like the work, and I don't want anybody being mad at me for trying to take something they don't think I should have, so I'll take the bottom.
いつも僕は下を選んでみんなに怒られないようにしてました。
We all dressed in front of this mirror. We all had our outfits. On the first album, when we were on Ozfest, we put our clothes wet in a drawer in the bus. No showers, no laundry. No bands would come on our bus.
ファーストアルバムの時はもう服濡れたままこの中に入れてたので本当に臭いしシャワーも洗濯もできない状況でそのまま入れてました。
Now we all have our own cases. We all have our own rooms. We all have our own people. We're separated.
今はそれぞれメンバーそれぞれケースがあるのでもう楽屋も全部別なんですけど。
This is one of the most important things we have right here. This is everything, really.
これが全てですね。
All right, let's go down here. So these are all thank you. These are examples. These are examples of different outfits. So, for instance, this is 0.5 degree chapter. That's the first time I reinvented the tribal S, and I made a goat S. So this is all hope is, or this is 0.5 degree chapter, Corey Taylor.
0.5のコーリーのやつですね。
It's a bulletproof vest of some sort.
ブルーフベストだと思うんですけど。
And it's this is the first time I redid the S, the tribal S. I made it different. So it took 5 albums before I felt like maybe we could have another S. Why? Because the first S is the most important.
これが初めてS と再構築したものなんですよ。
So shoes. What was I gonna? These were Chris Fain's. We'd always go out in anywhere, and the two of wear similar shoes. Always Adidas. I've always worn Adidas.
クリスと一緒に出かけるときはいつも似たような靴を一緒に履いてアディダスが多いですね。
This guy's number 3 on there.
3番って書いてます。
So different shoes. You know that these are Corey Taylor's because he
Corey
wears
Taylor.
the Converse.
彼はコンバースが好きなので。
Most people throw this away, right? Imagine all the miles on stage these walked. I mean, look how worn out they are. These are stage shoes. Imagine how many jumps and walking. Most people, trash. Me, right here.
もうほとんどの人はこれしてると思うんですけども、ステージで飛んだり跳ねたり、あともうすごい距離を走ったりしてるので、でも僕はそれもキープしてます。
If you want to smell this, you can. It
匂いますか？
smells like Joey wore it yesterday.
ジョイが昨日着たみたいな感じですね。
This was Joey's. All hope is gone. This is
ジョイのオンホープツゴーンの時ですね。
pretty legendary piece right here.
かなり伝説的な作品だと思います。
I don't know what this is.
これなんだかわかんないんですけど、
It's got zeros on it, so it says that it tells me it's Sid's, but
白なんですけど、
What? J. Duh. I'm an idiot.
ジ
Yeah.
ェイですね。
Okay. Okay. Yes. Now I'm there. So here, we even. This is one of Jay's very first thing. I recognize it now because he started doing things like
あ、
this.
今わかりました。これ見て。
I didn't want to go on with numbers, you know. The first 9, we had the numbers, and it just felt like if we were going to keep numbers going, it just seemed like it wasn't as good, you know. We got to go elsewhere. So yeah, this is Jay's, and he usually gets artistic with stuff like these S's being gone and stuff like that. Very different, you know.
スティッチとかも彼は結構つけてるのが多いんですけども。
Okay. This right here. This is the very on the album cover, self-titled. This is what Sid's wearing.
セルフタイトルで白が着てたものですね。
This is the real deal. Sid always wore the biggest, 58. I wore a 54. But Sid would always, and I was the biggest in the band. I've lost 100 pounds. Sid would always go really big. If you look at the old pictures, and that's how he would do that.
Hey,
Look,
Sid, go
look,
ahead.
this is like for a 7-foot long man.
大きいサイズのをいつも着るんですね。
But this is on the album cover of the very first album, right here. It doesn't get any cooler than this.
これがアルバムカバーで使われたものなので、かなりクールな作品だと思
And
うんで
you
すよ。
know, what are the chances we still have this stuff, you know? There, I can. Okay, just throw it over there. Don't get it. So here's an old clown mask. This is All Hope Is Gone. This is the hardest thing I've ever worn in my life.
オンホープツゴーンの時に使ったクラウンのマスクです。
It's pure leather. There's only one of them. The guy who made it, it took him like 3 months. He had so many pokes in his hands for needles. That's all hand threaded leather. It's really. It had a metal nose.
レザーで全部レザーで作られてて、全部手作業で作られてます。
The first night I wore it, it also had sunglasses, cop shades inside.
サングラスとあと鉄でこうできた花もあったんですけど。
And I walked out the very first show for All Hope Is Gone, and the glasses fogged up.
オンホープスゴーンの時にステージ上がった時にもうグラスがもう閉じちゃってなくなっちゃったんですね。
So I got really mad, and I remember slamming my head on my drums, and the nose was made out of metal, and it almost cut my nose off. I had to cut here and here from this metal. dumbest idea I ever came up with my bike.
それでちょっと頭にきちゃってドラムにこう顔面を当たったら今度鼻のメタルでできた鼻が外れてしまって怪我もしました。
And I like this old movie called Flash Gordon. And Ming the Merciless is the head guy. He wore a chrome headpiece, so I always wanted one. So that goes underneath, but this whole thing is a monster. So if you look, I got rid of that. I toured the whole world with it once, and then I made a girl mask for myself, and I had really long hair, and I wanted to get my chick out.
これは古い映画でインスパイアされて作ったんですけれども、この後には自分の女の子さを表現するために髪の毛をつけたりそういったマスクも作ってきました。
I look at this thing. That's exactly how I feel right now after all these years. Just how that thing looks. I feel like that.
ここで見れるのがもうこの僕の今の感情そのものですね。
Look at this. Look how sharp this is. Just so Mick. After the first album, he started making his own. So he always has stayed with the very same sort of principle, but made small adjustments. Like here, his very first one is flat. There's no nose. I don't know which album cycle this is, but he made a nose so it fit, because his first one's just flat. So we all would make little variations of our masks over the years. There's hundreds of things.
このマスクに関しては最初はフラットなマスクだったんですけれども、どんどんアレンジして今の形になっています。
This is just something a fan made us.
これはファンからいただいたものです。
Most bands are like, thank you, they leave it, they don't care. I try to take everything. Because look, why not? It's just right here.
ほとんどのバンドとか
Looks awesome, right? It's here. Why not? Someone worked on that very long time. And that S means a lot to it. So it's here. It's going to be here forever.
ほとんどのバンドの方がファンの方から何かもらってもその時だけで取っとかないんですけど、僕の場合はできるだけ全部取っておくようにしてます。
Here, we'll go down this way now.